Hello, everybody. Welcome back, my beautiful soul tribe. Welcome to Queen Cancer Tarot channel. My name is Catherine, and welcome back for everybody who is new to the channel. I want to welcome you and say hello, and you are very welcome to be part of this collective. If you are not yet subscribed, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you so feel led to. I want to consider this a new channel. I'm going through a whole new awakening period, you guys. I've come out of a 20-year cycle. All things that have been, I'm in a new awakening. So there's a whole new thought process into a lot of things that I do. And I've also been freed up to do this 100% independently. So I am going into my recording studio, you guys. I'm already right now 100% pretty much independent right now, where I am. I don't have any distractions or anyone else around me, which has been amazing. I've not really truly been on my own for 20 years now. Okay. And even before that, no, this is even longer than that, you guys. I'm telling you right now. But for at least 20 years cycle of being in a relationship, and I have now declared my freedom. I have declared my freedom completely 100%. So I'm now able to really talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it before. I was able to really communicate that to, the other person and also to myself, right? So I had to really come to terms with some things on my own. This Mercury retrograde kicked you guys, it was tough, it was rough and all that stuff, but guess what? Guess who's still standing? And guess who feels 100% better? Moi. Okay. 100% better, which is putting me way up there on the charts. Okay. I'm over 100. Let's just say that I am doing well energetically, spiritually, emotionally, physically, except for the situations that I have going on. Some of you who know. Also the issues with my finger and my wrist. Okay, they're still there. And my other things that I have going on the back end, right? They're there. But guess what? As far as anything else that is coming in, trying to infiltrate with your girl, no longer. Okay. So this is a new period for me. So I want to consider this a new period for my channels. And so I consider this a new channel. There's a new format, a new reading style. I'm shuffling in a different way. You guys, just everything is changing about the way that I read the cards. Now, my gift, not changing, right? My discernment, not changing, but the way that I allow certain things around me and my frequency is changing. So therefore, the messages are going to be clear. The messages are going to be better. There's going to be less distractions. They're going to be more consistent. They're going to be, y'all, my energy is going to be there. My emotional input is going to be more available. So y'all, it's just going to be life-changing. Okay. For me and for you guys. That is my plan. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so I hope you do subscribe. All right, my other two channels are linked below, and all the information about me is below. I have had a very heavy, just negative, energetic pull on my recently in the past. I'm gonna say year and a half, you guys, and really maybe 10 notifications may go out. Other than that, it's only those who are loyal to my channel who are literally clicking on their notifications or going and finding my videos. But there has been an energetic block, and I know the algorithms have picked up on that as well. I'm just telling you. But I know that I'm released. I know that that bondage, that dark cloud, that karmic lesson is being learned. Whoever is putting that negative energy, that evil eye out on my channels, on me, telling lies or doing anything on the back end, all of that is being handled by my spiritual hit team. So we're good. The channel is good. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care if 10 notifications go out, 20 notifications, 28, 29, how many ever of you decide to view these messages, you guys. Okay. But what I do need is for you guys to hit that like button. Do that for me. My loyalists, those of you guys who are viewing the message, please hit the like button. All right. And so let's get started, Cancer, with your message. So I did channel energy prior to this reading. I've been channeling energy all day. But I will say the biggest theme for all of it is that I feel that there are some of you who are feeling responsible for someone else's lack, whatever that may be, whether it's emotional, whether it's financial, whether it's a physical lack of some kind, okay, health-wise, whether it's a spiritual lack, okay, whether it's energy, like I said, physical, whatever it is that you either have an abundance of or you just are blessed with, someone else that is lacking is coming and making you feel responsible, as though you need to take from your ATM and put it into their storage tank, right? Depleting your storage, you see what I'm saying? And building theirs. There's a cutoff. There has been a spiritual cutoff that has just taken place in the form of your spiritual hit team. Okay. And we're going to talk about this spiritual hit team in this reading, and I know it is going to come up. So let's just wait for it and let's go ahead and start. We're going to look at your energy first. We're going to look at the recent lessons that you may have learned in the recent past. Okay. Either lessons that you've learned or lessons that you are currently learning, right? But in the recent past or leading up to now. And let's just start with that. And then we'll look to see where you're going. Okay, what your goals are and how you're moving forward. So starting with your overall energy for Cancer. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides. Okay. Well, there it is. First card out we have is Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale. All right. So this talks about some sort of an illusion. I also feel like fairy tale is like this energy of everything that you have really kind of told yourself up to this point. I feel like you feel as though you're waking up from a fairy tale, and it's one that you created. It's an illusion, right? I feel like a lot of you have been coming out of a very, very heavy narcissistic relationship, or you're waking up in one, realizing that you're in one, and you're waking up and I'm with the narc, you know what I mean? And like, I'm actually under like this is post remnants of being in this situation. You're realizing that you've been in this situation. Trickster. It's like, oh my gosh, you're waking up and realizing that you literally live with a con artist. Like, this person has not just conned, others, the entire time that they were in the connection with you and you've watched it and witnessed, right? And put it into whatever category or box that you put it into. But you've also created this illusion for yourself. You know what I mean? Or this could just literally be someone who's literally just been very, very manipulative and very good at it, to where it's just like this person created such a phony, fake illusion and you didn't realize it. You're just like, wow, I've been bamboozled, but you're waking up. You are waking up here. Let's keep going. I think 3 is the magic number here, but we'll see. Tell us more about Cancer, please. What is Cancer's overall energy? Tell us more about Cancer's overall energy. So we have I miss you here in the reverse. So I'm also getting an energy of this person is someone that you have recently separated from, or someone that you have walked away from, or the relationship has ended, right? So I don't know how recent it was, but this could be a situation where you've been fighting with your person and you haven't talked to them for 2 days, or it could be like, this is somebody that you broke it off with 2 months ago or 2 weeks ago. I do feel like there's been some sort of a break and some sort of a time lapse. But with I miss you in the reverse here, I'm getting an energy, and this is your energy. You are not just, have you waken up, if that makes sense? Waking up. Not only have you awakened, okay, but you are also realizing that you are in a better place without this person. And you have there's nothing in you that has a desire to want to go back into that illusion. That's when you've really completely woken out of the haze. Like you're out of the fairy tale. You're now in reality, right? You no longer have a desire to go back into that fairy tale. You want to stay on the side of being awake and seeing things the way that they are, right? Let's get another one here. Tell me more about Cancer. Whoops. More about Cancer. We have family coming through. So either this could be someone that you have children with, okay? Or this could be someone that you felt like, you were in a close connection with this person. You may have one child with this person. Under the deck here. Ooh. Toxic. So and this says drinking here. No strings. And GPS and karmic lesson here under the deck. So here's what I'm seeing. I feel like you cut this person off with no strings here. There's no going back, right? It was toxic. Being with this person was toxic. Drinking, there's an energy of being inebriated or being intoxicated. Being with this person put you in a place where you weren't seeing things clearly. Do you see what I mean? You weren't seeing things clearly. With GPS here and karmic lesson, there's an energy of you have been directed. And remember, I said your spirit team is responsible for directing you or putting you on this new path. Like you're literally, like you literally have no taste for this person. Okay, you're being spiritually directed in a different direction. All right, karmic lesson. And I also feel that this is this person's karma. I feel like this person, it's almost like you were under a spell. It's almost like this person had you under a spell, right? Where you would want to go back to them. Do you know what I mean? But now you don't. Now you're going in a different direction, and this is karma. And also for you for having cutting off this toxic lifestyle. Do you see what I'm saying? So let's see here. Let's take it a little further. Let's look at the tarot messages here. Let's see. Okay. So fairy tale, we have the 8 of Cups. Just pop right on out, baby. We didn't have to shuffle a whole lot. We did not have to kerfuffle the cards like a crazy person for this card to come out. So this was an easy thing with this 8. Like you literally, it was almost like a light bulb coming on. And with that 8 of Cups energy, you walked away. You have walked away. You are moving towards clarity and truth. Like you're not going back. There's energy of being done, emotionally overwhelmed and in this illusion, right? So you literally have moved on. And look, under the deck, see the Magician. I'm telling you, it's almost like I have realized that this person had you in this very, very strong spell, like manipulation. This person manipulated you in a very, very, a very complex way, if I can say that. A very complex way, right? And with that 4 of Swords behind this Magician here, this is all about you gaining clarity. But why? Because you've separated yourself. See what I mean? That 4 of Swords is all about blocking out the outside noise. And I'm telling you, it's so quiet around here. A pin could drop. Do y'all remember a couple years ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when sometimes you would hear just something banging, like, and it would be loud noises, doors. Oh my gosh. Pauses. When I was doing recordings, it was a circus. And not because of my grandbabies who were here for almost a full 3 years, out of the time that I lived here. It wasn't because of them. And they were very busy little toddlers. No, it was not. It was not. It was because of one grown person and their child. So that right there, my friends, was enough to drive me nuts. But if you can imagine having peace after all of this craziness that this Magician was doing. So there's an energy of being separated from that. But because you chose to walk away, the 8 of Cups talks about you making a decision that you're emotionally done, right? And you're going to seek your own truth in this situation, your own clarity. You're no longer going to be underneath this person's manipulative control, basically. Do you see what I mean? So with I miss you in the reverse, again, You have no desire of going back, but let's clarify this. Tell me about I miss you in the reverse here. I miss you in the reverse. You've built up a defense system. Nine of Cups. Okay. Wish fulfillment. Okay. Listen, if it's not there for your own personal enjoyment and fulfillment, if you are not benefiting, if it does not please you, it is not anything that you're interested in. You are moving towards what pleases you and what brings you joy and pleasure. You have no interest in going backwards and no interest in going back towards anything that had you in this illusion, right? Because it was phony. It wasn't real. Okay. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Read it and weep, y'all. What did I tell you? Obsessive, controlling pull. This is devil energy. We have the devil here, you guys. Capricorn energy coming through. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You have the Magician here. Could be dealing with a Virgo, a Scorpio, a Gemini. Those are just prominent signs, but any sign. You could be dealing with any sign. Those are the prominent ones. But that Nine of Cups with the devil energy here, again, this person was obsessed or is obsessed, but they're not giving you 10 cups. You see what I'm saying? There's an energy of they're not giving you 10 cups, but they're obsessed. They want to control your energy. This person wants to keep you in this illusion. Deceptive energy here. But behind that, look at that. 10 of Swords. You are done. You are beyond done. Beyond done. 10 wands. 10 swords and 10 wands. Y'all, I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. You're not looking to go back into the confusion. Behind this is the Five of Swords. Stress, conflict, problems, confusion. No. In no way, shape, or form. And I feel like you're very vocal about that as well. You are very, very extremely vocal about it. There is no going back for you. Tell me about family here. Tell me about family. What's significant about family? Okay, so we have two cards here. So we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, this is someone or an energy of taking decisive action to fix a situation, right? Coming in quickly, right? To fix something, to save the day, changing a situation or making a turn, a 180-degree turn, right? Just all of a sudden. And then look, Seven of Swords. So I feel like this could be relative. This is all about some sort of deception, or someone, you may have found out someone was keeping secrets behind your back. This person may have had a family. They may have had a child with a feminine energy behind your back. You may have found out that this person has a child on the side. I'm getting that energy here as well, you guys. This is very similar to what took place with me. But this is just, I'm just resonating with this. So I've been in this situation before, so I can speak on it. I've been in this situation before, so I can speak on it. But I feel like, again, this is what may have changed the game for you. Whatever this deception was, whatever this lie, whatever it is that you're finding out about, or whatever it is that was behind your back or hidden, because there definitely was something, some illusion here. So you weren't seeing something fully, but once you found out, once you got clarity, oh baby, you got away from that magician. Okay. You got away from that magician. Under the deck here, we have the King of Wands. So this is all about someone who's made plans, someone who has some sort of future plans, or there's an energy of, again, this someone is trying to be very charming. This someone is perhaps a King of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign, or person could have been a fire sign. Okay, but this is all about some sort of plan that was made that someone knew in advance. But they kept it from you, whatever their plans was. This person may have had plans to, do this thing behind your back, and you found out about it. You know what I mean? Like they may have had plans to leave you, or whatever the case may be. But you're finding out about it. That Page of Pentacles here, that this is representing a message here. This person was making themselves perhaps available to someone else. Or they were perhaps spending their time and their energy with someone else. Maybe they had a family on the side. You know what I'm saying? It's happened, you guys. You have these people who, come off as being family, people, family men, or whatever the case may be, but they have a whole person off to the side, and that person perhaps one day gets pregnant. They become a family. Do you see what I mean? This person is now got two situations. I don't care how committed they were to this person that they're living with. They've got someone in a whole nother location that thinks that they're a family too. Do you see what I mean? There's something deceptive. This person is making plans, spending time and energy, right? Pretending as though they're, yeah, all bad. Look, we got the Four of Wands here. See, this is an engagement, a proposal. This is a reminder of the family unit. And there's two situations here. Okay? Because we could be dealing with someone who's got a karmic soul tie, and then they got this twin flame out there, and they're being very defensive, or they're trying to hide this. So that's the overall energy here, y'all. But I mean, take it how it resonates. It could be any situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be a karmic. This person could be, but I'm getting an energy of relationship. I'm sorry, because we've got family here. So I'm getting relationship. I am getting relationship overall. Okay, so let's see. What is it that you learned in the recent past? Okay, what did you learn in the recent past that pretty much has brought you to this point? Let's see. Yes. Tell me about Cancer, please. We're looking at the Lover's Oracle now. You are so different from everyone around me. Uh-oh. Too many cards, guys. You are so different from everyone around me. How could you ever forgive the mess I've made? And then we have in the reverse, will this ever change? Underneath the deck, I wish to be like you. I want to be different. I don't want to be alone. Here's what I'm getting. I feel like this person is gaslighting. I feel like this person is playing the victim. What I'm getting from this energy also is that this person does not, like, they don't have anywhere else to go. Like, if you are to walk away from this person, which you have, I don't feel like they're being welcomed on the other side of things, or at least that's not where this person intended on being. How could you ever forgive the mess I've made? Yeah, you're so different from everyone around me. Will this ever change? Like, they know that they have messed things up. They know that you're not coming back. See, this person has realized that they messed up with the wrong one. See, here's the situation and here's what's happened, okay? They never intended on you walking away. Even if they had to, even if they got found out, right? Even if they got found out, they never intended on you being the one that would leave. I'm telling you right now. They thought that you would be the one that would stay and look, how could you ever forgive the mess I've made? The thing is, Cancer, is that you can't. And you've let this person know with this 10 of swords and the 10 of wands, right? You're not satisfied with their toxic behavior, and you don't miss anything about anything that they've put you through. There is no coming back this time. Do you see what I'm saying? Will this ever change? No. No. Your decision is final. They gave their time and attention to this other person. They jumped into this situation. They were premeditated about it. Do you see what I'm saying? They kept it from you. They should have thought about it a little bit more before they made their move. You left. When you left, there were no strings attached. When you got away from this toxic situation, you were done. You washed your hands. You went in a completely different direction. You learned your lesson. Okay. Now this person wants to change. I want to be different. I wish I could be like you. I don't want to be alone. There it is. That's the real deal. That's the real truth coming through. So let's look here. The tarot messages here. Okay. Tell me about you are so different from everyone around me, and I wish to be like you. You are so different from everyone around me, and I wish to be like you. Look, 6 of Cups, right? Now this person is, now they're getting nostalgic. Now they want to take you back to the past, and now they want, you to think well of them, or perhaps even to, feel some type of way. You're so different from everyone around me, everyone that I've ever known, everyone that I grew up with since I was a kid. I've never, or since, growing up, I've never met anybody quite like you. I wish to be like you. right? And this person's going to go way back into their childhood, right? But this is that master manipulator. I feel like with that memory card, I feel like that's how this person is used to manipulating the situation. They like to bring up memories or trigger you in ways to try to get you to feel good or make you feel bad for them or feel sorry for them or empathy, right? And look, under the deck, we have the sun, right? This is all about seeing the truth for. There are no illusions when the sun is out. It's out. Everything is out in the open type energy, right? And that is also this, right? And I'm also getting an energy of this person trying to make everything seem like it's so great, right? And perfect, right? But with that Four of Pentacles energy behind the scenes, again, this is you being very like, I don't, I don't know about all of that, because if that was the case, we wouldn't be here. If that was the case, you wouldn't have manipulated me all this time. That's where I'm going. So tell me about, how could you ever forgive the mess I've made and I want to be different? So this person wants to know, is there anything they can do to get you to come back? And again, I feel like your answer is no. there's no way. There's nothing that could make me come back to this. Look at this. Look at this. Very beautifully and well said. Three of Wands, right? This is all about momentum, moving forward and doing it. You're moving forward with confidence, right? You're wanting to go to the next phase. You don't want to look back, right? The Two of Wands is the one that is not really sure. Three of Wands, yeah, baby, I'm moving forward, okay? I want to grow. I don't want to go backwards and be stagnant. I don't want to lose, right? I don't want you to vampire my energy. I don't want you to take my money any further. I don't want you to emotionally take me through it anymore. I don't want you to physically, take all my energy and stress me out any further. I'm good. Look at this Page of Cups under the deck. This is, again, I'm getting an energy of somebody who's really like surprised, like they can't really believe that you're making this decision. I also am getting an energy of you being kind of surprised here. But look, Hanged Woman, see? Leaving you hanging. Listen, Linda. Look at this, honey. Divinely guided to just move and move in peace. Do you see what I'm saying? You see what's coming through here? You are being divinely guided and protected to do what is best for you in this time. And I feel like, again, the answer is to the no, no, no. Yeah, no, the answer is no. This tells me right here, all this is enough. This says it all right here. So let's see. Change in the reverse. And I don't want to be alone, right? Well, they should have thought about that. And now they have a whole family. So the fact that they're even saying that is pretty, to me. We got the King of Cups here. See, this is separation. Okay. This is separation. There's also energy of being distant here. Under the deck, we have the Page of Wands. Okay. So again, this is somebody who is ready to go. They just want to leave. They don't want to stop. They don't want to think about it. They don't want to think it through. You didn't think it through. You did what you wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? When you hooked up with, that person. So we have the Three of Cups here. Again, Page of Wands, Three of Cups, and now we have the Six of Swords. You did what it was you needed to do. You didn't think it through. And I got to go. I got to go quickly. There's an energy of you also moving quickly. And you've learned your lessons. See that Queen of Wands sitting back there? You are moving forward with confidence. And like I said, this is very much a Queen of Wands energy. This third party card here with the Queen of Wands lets me know. And that Page of Wands also lets me know. Okay. So there it is, mon frere. So how are you moving forward based on this? Based on what you've recently learned in the recent past? Moving forward here. How is Cancer moving forward now? Holy Spirit, angels, and guidance. How is Cancer? What are Cancer's goals going forward? What are Cancer's goals? We got the Phoenix first card out. We got talking in the reverse. Second card out. Last card we got is boat. Look at this, you guys. This is absolutely amazing. Same energy here. That Phoenix is all about a new phase. This is all about transformation and growth. When you walked away from that magician, and when you woke up from the situation and you separated, that was you. That was your transformation. That was you waking up. That was you also changing your mind, right? Your DNA also, I feel like, went through a transformative rebirth. Do you see what I'm saying? Because guess what? Could you ever go back? Could you ever go back to this situation? I miss you in the reverse? Absolutely not. You are not led in any way with talking in the reverse. And just like I told you, I left the High Priestess, or did I pull High Priestess out? I was going to say I left the High Priestess in that deck for a reason. I did. I left the High Priestess in the deck. But you saw her. I very much showed her to you. And that is an energy of don't have to say a word. You're going to surprise this person by the fact that you're saying, no, I'm not going back. You're not going to owe any explanations. My ears are ringing, folks. That is Spirit's way of saying, you got it, sis. You are on the right track. I am on the right path. And this message is resonating for someone. And so thank you so much. Please hit that like button, you guys. Please support the channel. And look, boat, okay? Again, you're leaving. You are sailing on, okay? You've received what you need. This boat is all about you got it. Now you're going back to base. You know what I'm saying? Just think of a cargo ship. It collects its goods. It drops goods off. It collects what it's, taking, and it goes back. This is all about progression. And this is all about moving on, right? Even if there was something that, you may not have gotten, you can get it on the next trip. There's an energy of the ship has sailed. There's no going back to this, and you are moving forward. Under the deck, we have stabbed in the back. See, there's an energy of whatever it was hurt you, and it hurt you intrinsically. And it was meant to take you down or out, right? With Cupid's arrow, this is all about a surprise invitation. This also hesitating, right? There's an energy of, meeting hesitation. Something is going to happen that is going to give you pause, right? This could also represent you that stabbed in the back in Cupid's arrow. It's almost like an energy of you met this person and, they shot you with Cupid's arrow, but at the same time, they were stabbing you in the back because they had these ulterior motives. They had all these other intentions. Twin flames here, which is also solidifying what I said about the Four of Wands and the twin flames. Two relationships here. And I'm just getting that coupling, and look, separation. I'm telling you, right? This is it. Separation. You are not doing it. This is what led you to move away from this energy, and you are not being pulled back. So this is how this is where you're moving towards, or this is, advice for how you're going to be moving. But I feel like this is very, very indicative of you learned your lesson. It hurt. You felt that. You see what I'm saying? And you see what it is. And you're up. You will not allow this. All right. So tell me about the Phoenix here. The Phoenix. So we have the Seven of Cups. Okay. The Seven of Cups. So the Phoenix is all about being confused or having many options. I'm getting more energy of being confused or a lot going on. That Phoenix is all about having a changed mind or, things, you growing, learning lessons. And I feel like there is no more confusion. You may have been confused before because you were under the illusion. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why there was confusion before. But with the Nine of Pentacles, once you separate, once you are in independent mode, your eyes will be awoken, you will be awakened, and you will see through all of the illusion that this master manipulator was doing. See that Five of Wands? This action that this person was taking to cause all of this stress and confusion. You're going to be able to cut through all that BS. You're going to cut through the BS and see exactly why you're on the path that you're on and why you were where you were. Okay. Tell me, see, Five of Cups, Five of Wands, and Five of Cups under the deck. Again, this person was causing confusion, and this is why you were disappointed. This is why you were depleted. This is why things did not go the way they were supposed to go. And you've accepted that, right? Tell me about talking in the reverse. This is all about not needing to explain or not having an explanation or just leaving in peace. You know what I'm saying? Or being resolved with your decision. Those two cards just kind of separated in the deck in my hands here. Look at this, y'all. Oh my gosh. I cannot. Look at this. See? We have the Queen of Wands and the Empress. Very much your energy right now. I am so feeling that Queen of Wands is your energy coming through so severely. And with that Empress here, Libra, Taurus, Cancerian energy. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Okay, so you are very confident in where you are sitting right now. You're sitting in your divine feminine energy right now. You are sitting in your abundance right now. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you, everything that you have, you're not just giving it all, letting it all go to burn up in smoke. You're not going to go backwards. Do you see what I'm saying? This person wants you to go backwards so bad, Cancer, but you refuse. You have been awakened, baby. Look at this. You just got the Queen of Swords. I was so feeling her. I don't know why. I do know why. My ears are ringing. I do know why. Because this is it. She wasn't meant to come out until now. She wasn't meant to come out until now. You are creating your own protection right now. You see what I'm saying? You are standing up for yourself right now. No way, Jose, are you returning back to that. You're creating your own stability. You're creating your own stability. Four of Wands. I put it back. See, or I didn't take it out because it was like the third card under the deck. So, or the fourth card. So yeah, look at that. And most importantly, you've got these two queens with this Empress here. And usually when I, pull your energy, Cancer, it's usually the Queen of Swords. with the Queen of Cups. And now we've got the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Empress, which is letting me know, baby, you have passed the challenge by not going back. This is beautiful. By not going back and breaking the cycle, you have ascended to this Empress energy. Tell me about this boat. Tell me about this boat, please. This talks about arriving, receiving what you need, and progressing, going to the next level. Oh my God. The Wheel of Fortune, y'all. I told you. The boat, look at the boat, and you say have the wheel. The boat and the wheel, it's both relevant because these are methods of travel. You may be traveling, you may be going somewhere, you may be able to travel, you may be moving, you're definitely moving, but I'm getting an energy of you're not just transitioning, but you're getting away. There's an energy of getting away. Oh my God. And you're winning. This is successful. This is victory. This is the victory card. We have the Six of Wands. This is all about leaving behind an old lifestyle. You're departing. You've moved on. You're learning lessons, or you've learned lessons. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is victory. You have won, right? And listen, this is going to be success that everybody is going to see, you guys. You're going to be traveling somewhere in the sun. It's going to be very warm. I'm getting tropical. I see a lot of purple, and you are going to meet someone. This is Two of Cups. This is Two of Cups, or this is just emotional stability. This is just you being happy. Look at this Eight of Wands. I'm telling you, there's travel that is coming in communication. Like you are going to meet someone. You're going to be traveling and you meet someone, or you're going to meet someone and then y'all are going to travel. Or what order it's going to happen in, but I know all of it is happening for you. All of my ears, both of my ears are ringing right now, over and over and over. It's almost like they keep ringing. It's like a constant buzz now. It's weird. Usually it's just like, okay, a couple of like rings. No, throughout like this entire second half of this reading, my ears just won't stop. That is spirit lighting me up right now, y'all. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that is where you're going. What is the challenge? Okay. What's the challenge? Don't be scared. What is the challenge? We'll just pull a couple. And then I'll pull the advice and we'll close the reading. What is the challenge for Cancers right now? Okay. So we have passion and we have queer or queer passion, right? So I'm getting an energy more of things are not what they appear to be on the outside. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm getting an energy of just because you feel passionate about someone or something, right? They could be hiding something. You see what I'm saying? There's an energy of be careful of those feelings of passion. There could be something to this. Now, I'm thinking that this person, again, they use this as their way of manipulation or a form of manipulation. But yeah, there's an energy of needing to, question things a little bit more. See, we have immature. See, there's an energy of not jumping into things too quickly or questioning things a little more. When you meet someone, listen, and we have cheating. I'm telling you right now, I feel like having a little more boundaries can answer a lot of questions very early on. We've got abusive, we've got boundaries. I feel like that can protect you. Do you see what I mean? With swipe right, I'm just getting an energy of, you know what, you could have probably moved on to the next a long time ago if you had just paused and, you could have seen through some of this illusion that this person was putting out there. So I feel like that may be a little bit of a challenge, right? Not just being like, it's okay to be passionate about things, but take a pause, think things through, you know, and move wisely. You know what I'm just saying? So let's see. Tell me more about this challenge for Cancer. Tell me about the challenge for Cancer. Look, y'all, we got justice in the reverse. Okay. So again, this is about dishonesty, right? And injustice, and like not just trusting that everybody is just going to do you right. You know what I mean? Just because you like somebody, or you have a lot of feelings, or you might not do a certain thing that's like immoral, don't think that it's past somebody else. That's all I'm saying. Look, 3 of Pentacles under the deck, right? This is an energy of you working with others, getting along with others, and all of this. It's all good to kumbaya, right? But don't let anybody take advantage of you. See, Ace of Wands. Don't just jump in. My ears are ringing. Don't just jump in there. Don't just say yes before you scrutinize things. See, look at that 2 of Swords, hidden information, seeing through the veil, asking questions, right? Making wiser decisions is all it's about. Look at you, Queen of Cups, baby. Look at that, right? It's all good to be a loving person and passionate and compassionate and all of that, all the things that we are, Cancer, right? But don't allow it to be taken advantage of because you're moving too quickly, right? Before you are asking questions or getting information that you may not necessarily see right away. Okay. There's just that. Okay. We all need a reminder. Jeez, be nice. Hit the like button, you guys. Make sure you hit the like button, those of you who have forgotten. And let's go ahead and just close out the reading. I'm just going to pull some random oracle messages for the advice. What is the advice for Cancer? What is the advice for Cancer, please? What is the advice for Cancer? Okay. Here we go. It says heightened intuition. Moonstone. Okay, it's got a purple hue. Let's see if I have a moonstone here. This is the moonstone right here, you guys. It's not purple. It's pink. It's got a little, it was more greenish brown. It's now more tannish brown. Change colors. It's very, very pink in color. And that is a moonstone. Heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it's trustworthy. Okay. So again, y'all, my ears are ringing, both of them. That third eye you've got, okay, that other eye, you've got 3 eyes. So you should be able to see things very clearly and well. Not being manipulative, listening to your intuition, slowing down. That moonstone is, again, giving me energy of taking your time to think about what you can't see on the outside, right? And that moon, all the secrets and things that you don't know are going to come to you. They're going to be revealed. So that's a good energy. Look, chemistry. I told you guys have that you tend to look towards, but don't let your chemistry or the chemistry that you have make your decisions. It says there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So yeah, you've got to be aware of that because that magnetic attraction can be very seductive, and a lot of narcissists will use that baby like it's their last hope. And sometimes it is their last hope until that stops working. So good luck. Then they call the little blue pill. So, anyways, next we've got, ooh, girl with the snake. I told you guys, charmed or being used or enabled, and boundaries. I told y'all. See, see, be careful of being charmed by snake energy or just snakes, period. Okay. Y'all saw that devil. We got the major snake that came out in this reading. So there it is. But I don't give him no glory because Jesus sits on the throne. He's greater, much greater. Oh my gosh. So, girl with the snake, charmed or being used, enable, having boundaries. Look at this. And then we got today, good vibes now and in the moment. You see, that's exactly how that snake works. And I told you with that today, that's like the 6 of Cups for me. Okay. Thinking, wanting to put you in this energy of living in the moment and just, oh, it feels good right now. Okay. But what about what you did last summer? Or what about what your plans are for next or this summer or next summer? Right. Like asking a few more questions, or not getting so caught up in how you're feeling right now and making decisions that can affect you like forever, be a little bit more judgmental, right? With that Justice card, make sure that's in the upright, okay? Next, we got lucky. Again, that Wheel of Fortune energy is coming in here. This is, again, all about something being uprooted and taken in the right direction, or things happening all of a sudden, but they're happening for your favor. I do feel like you're being divinely guided in a different direction, and once you push that button, which is going to be you either separating, making up your mind, opening your eyes, taking a step away, cutting strings, whatever it is you need to do, spirit is going to follow suit and is going to assist you, right? And you're going to be catapulted in a direction that is going to manifest blessings and miracles and abundance for you. Next, and this is number 47, by the way, also 11. Okay. Lots of twin flame energy coming through. And last, we got take a break. I love it. I love it for the last card here. A life's work, okay? Not a season. It says get off the treadmill, right? Like there's an energy of you didn't just get here overnight, Cancer. Give yourself a break. And I had to do that as well, y'all. I've been and I've been literally like, I've literally paid 3 notes since I've said this, and I'm just now going in there, but this was all by design. Plus at the last leg, it was like weather. We got snowed in. I was iced in, snowed in. Then it was freezing temperatures. I just couldn't do it. Then there was all kinds of other energetic shifts that I couldn't do it. And then most recently, this retrograde, and I knew that I couldn't do it and shouldn't do it until after. And now here we are. And I knew that this was going to be the perfect moment. But I also went through a lot of other like releasing and cutting of cord in the meantime. And it took this long. And I'm thankful that I gave myself the time that I needed. So sometimes you need to take a break because it's a lot to get off the treadmill when you've been on it for a long time. It's a lot, and it's emotionally difficult and taxing, and it can be traumatic, right? But give yourself a break once you do get off that treadmill and get yourself some rest, because that was a lot that y'all were doing for others, right? You were on that treadmill and really giving and giving and giving, and nobody else is caring. But you're going to care. Spirit cares. And I know I care. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And check out my other 2 channels in the link in the description box below. If you would like to book a reading with me, please go to my website. The link is also below. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Please join the channel membership. Check out the new tier that just got added and the new pricing. I love you, and I'll see you later. Bye.